IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe a piece of news you have heard that impresses you. What was the news about? Why did it impress you? How did you feel when you heard it? How did the news impact you or others?
One piece of news that impressed me recently was about the efforts to combat climate change through an innovative technological breakthrough. The news detailed how scientists in Europe had successfully developed a new carbon capture technology that could remove significant amounts of CO2 from the atmosphere. This innovation involves using artificial trees to capture carbon dioxide and convert it into useful products, such as biofuels and construction materials. The technology, which has already been tested on a small scale, is seen as a game-changer in the fight against global warming. The reason this news impressed me was due to its potential to bring about a substantial transformation in how we address environmental challenges. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues of our time, and while many solutions have been proposed, most are either too costly, too difficult to implement, or not scalable. However, this new technology seems to offer a feasible, sustainable, and scalable solution to the problem. The concept of using artificial trees to absorb carbon is not only innovative but also has the potential to significantly reduce the level of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which could have far-reaching effects on our planet's future. When I first heard the news, I felt a mixture of amazement and hopefulness. It was inspiring to know that, despite the current environmental crises, humanity is not standing still but actively searching for solutions. I also felt a sense of relief, as this discovery could potentially turn the tide on climate change, especially considering the urgency of the situation. The impact of this news has been far-reaching. On a personal level, it has inspired me to become more conscious of my own carbon footprint and to advocate for sustainable practices. On a global scale, this development has sparked discussions about the potential for scaling the technology, and many industries are beginning to invest in similar technologies. Governments are also exploring how to incentivize the use of such technologies, knowing that climate action is now more urgent than ever. In conclusion, hearing about the new carbon capture technology filled me with a sense of optimism for the future. It is a reminder that human ingenuity, when coupled with determination, can still lead to solutions that not only solve problems but also improve the world for future generations.
IELTS Speaking Part 3. What kind of news do you usually find impressive?
I find news that highlights scientific breakthroughs or technological innovations particularly impressive. It's inspiring to see how new discoveries can transform the world around us. I also appreciate stories related to humanitarian efforts and how people or organizations are working together to solve pressing global issues. News that showcases positive change in society often catches my attention. It gives me hope and encourages me to think about the ways we can contribute to progress.
Do you think the news has a big impact on people's opinions?
Yes, I believe the news can shape people's views and opinions, especially when it comes to important issues. A well-reported story can change perceptions and raise awareness about topics people might not have considered before. It can also spark conversations and encourage action. However, the way the news is presented can also affect how people perceive an issue. If the news is misleading or lacks context, it can lead to misunderstandings.
How do you feel when you hear about bad news?
Hearing bad news can often leave me feeling disheartened or frustrated, especially when it relates to significant global issues like natural disasters or political conflicts. It sometimes feels like there's little we can do to change things. However, I also recognize that bad news often brings attention to urgent problems that need immediate action. It reminds me to stay informed and think critically about ways to contribute positively to society. In many cases, it also inspires me to support charitable causes or get involved in local initiatives.
Do you prefer to hear good news or bad news?
I personally prefer hearing good news, as it helps me feel more hopeful about the future. Good news often reminds me of the progress we're making in areas like science, technology, and social welfare. While bad news is important to acknowledge, I find that positive stories have an uplifting effect on my mindset. They give me the energy to stay motivated and continue working towards positive change. Ultimately, both types of news have their place, but good news tends to inspire me more.
How does news affect people's behavior?
News can significantly influence people's behavior, especially when it raises awareness about important topics like health or environmental concerns. It can prompt individuals to take action or adopt new habits. For example, if news about climate change is widely discussed, people might become more conscious of their carbon footprint. Similarly, reports on health issues can encourage people to prioritize their well-being. News helps shape societal norms by highlighting issues that need attention.
Why do you think some news stories are more popular than others?
Some news stories become more popular because they evoke a strong emotional response or offer something that is immediately relevant to the audience. Stories related to celebrities, politics, or human interest often gain more attention due to their relatability or dramatic nature. In contrast, important but less sensational stories, such as scientific advancements or environmental issues, might not capture as much public attention. The media's focus on certain topics also plays a significant role in how widely a story spreads.
Do you think the media has a responsibility to provide accurate news?
Absolutely, the media has a responsibility to provide accurate and balanced news. Misinformation can lead to misunderstandings and harmful consequences for individuals and society. It's important that journalists adhere to ethical standards and verify their sources before reporting. Accuracy in reporting allows the public to make informed decisions based on facts, rather than rumors or speculation. Reliable news is crucial for a well-functioning society, especially in times of crisis.
What is the role of social media in spreading news?
Social media has become a powerful platform for spreading news quickly and widely. It allows individuals to access real-time updates and engage in discussions about current events. However, while social media is an effective tool for sharing information, it can also spread misinformation and bias. People need to be cautious about the sources they follow and ensure the news they share is from reliable outlets. Despite its drawbacks, social media remains a key player in shaping how news reaches and influences people. Hope you liked our video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep us motivated.